What's up, traders? It's time to talk, so let's talk. So somebody's asking, I'm a break-even trader. What should I do to be profitable? Now, first of all, I want to celebrate you. Like, if you're somebody who has been trading, let's say you're trading an account for 6 months, 3 months, 1 year, you've not blown the account, you've not made profit, but you're still on break-even. I want to celebrate you. First of all, you are, let me tell you, if nobody has told you, you are better than 90% of the traders in the whole world. You've traded accounts consistently, not like you take one trade in January, one in February, one in March, like consistently 2-3 trades every week or maybe every 2 weeks. You've done that for 3 months, 6 months, and you are not profitable, but you've not blown the account. The account is still on break even. I want to massively celebrate you. You are doing better than 90% of the Forex traders in the entire world. So first of all, you're doing well. So what you need to do now to get yourself to the side of profitability, there are two key areas that I will most likely want you to focus on to get you the results you're looking for. Number one is your risk to reward. Now, if you're doing break even, it simply means that your losses are equal to your profit. So maybe that equality might be on the size of the amount of risk you're taking per trade in relative to the reward you're looking forward to get. So that means that your risk to reward might be the problem. You need to work on your risk to reward. So every single time you're taking a trade, you might just want to increase your reward a little bit. Now, how I do this is, it has been my principle for the longest time. I never take a trade that does not have the potential to give me at least 1:2, at least. Every time I look at the setup, that setup must have the potential to give me 1:2 potentially before I even take it. Even if I'm looking for 1:1 or maybe 1:1.5, the trade must be able to give me 1:2 at least, so that if I decide to stay longer on the trade, it's to my advantage. If I decide to exit earlier, at least I'm not risking less than what I actually would have, wanted to take home as profit. You get? So this is one area you need to work on, your risk to reward as much as possible. Tweak your reward a little bit. If you're doing 1:1 before, just do maybe 1:1.5. That might just be the game changer. For you. I'm telling you. The second area I need to work on, of course, is your risk management. Now, I've noticed that most times analysis is not people's problem. People understand the analysis. Whether you're using SMC, support and resistance, liquidity hunting, professional, institutional, order flow, whatever style of trading you're doing, most of the time we all do the same analysis. If you're seeing a buy, somebody who's doing SMC most likely will also be seeing a buy. So on many areas, on many fronts, different approaches, we all agree on the analysis. The problem is most of the time is on the execution, where you now decide to enter the buy or the sell. That's usually the problem. You understand? So your risk management now comes in that point where, let's say you've entered a trade, the trade is about to has given you 1:1, but your your take profit, is still a bit far. And because you don't have that, mental toughness to allow the trade to actually play out, you decide to cut it off and close your profit without it hitting your take profit. Now, that's actually another area you most likely want to work on, because that's usually the problem with a lot of traders. The analysis is not the problem. Some of our students, once they come into the academy, they start learning, they begin to send me results. They might, at the end of every trading mode, they'll send me their results history. Most times, I will tell you this now from experience, most times I will see that the amount of trade they hit take profits and the one they hit stop loss, most of the time is equal. Most of the time 50-50. But the problem is that the ones that they will hit stop loss, you see maybe they lose $20. The ones they will hit profit, they made $5, $10. You understand? So most times that's usually the problem. And if you look at where they put stop loss and take profit, it's usually 1:1 or 1:2 or 1:1.5. But the patience to hold that trade till it hits TP is the problem, especially when you're on a drawdown. There is this near zero syndrome that people have. Let's say your account was $1,000, you've lost some money, it's now $950. That $50 deficit, anytime a trade has given you $50, you feel like, okay, let me just close this one and complete my money back $1,000 first before I was go back and start making profit. That's a very bad problem. So most times, that's why once people start going into drawdown, the drawdown just keeps escalating because the patience to allow a trade to actually play out is not there, because they are trying so hard to recover back their money. One thing I've also noticed is that most times when people start a particular account, maybe you open a particular trading account and you start making profits from your first trade, the likelihood that that account will end up making profits all the way going forward, maybe after 3 months we check it's still on profit, is higher than when you open your first account, you take your first trade and you maybe hit a loss. Most likely because of the pressure to recover back that loss, you keep closing out trades prematurely just to cover up, and the more you're trying it, the more you keep losing little bit, because if the trade is going on negative, going to hit your stop loss, it'll be like you're very patient. Okay, let me just allow it. If it hits stop loss, no problem, I'll chest it. But if it's going to take profit, you feel like, let me just close it out, let me just balance my account, get it back to break even, then I can start building up from there. And I mean, it keeps going down all the way from there. Okay, so as much as possible, those are the 2 areas to work on. Work on your risk to reward, and also work on your risk management. I think this would solve this problem for you. But if it doesn't, send me a DM also. Let me see how I can do more videos to help you on this. So this has been the FX Daddy podcast series. So if you have any question about doing finance, money management, wealth management, wealth building, send us send a message. Just send a chat below this video, and I'll be glad to attend to those questions, do videos on it to help you out. So till I come your way again. Ciao.